Well, g'day all, Peter Clark here from O'Brien Real Estate, and welcome to our March market wrap, giving all the insights over the first quarter of 2023. Now this month, we're going to start with all the important interest rates. On Tuesday, April the 4th, the Reserve Bank met, and for the first time after 10 consecutive rate rises, they decided to cool their jets and place the rates on hold. As we know, interest rates are often used as a mechanism to control inflation. The higher the demand for money, the more likely rates will go up. As the demand for cash decreases, the rates come back down. It's quite possible that the 10 straight rate rises have done their desired job, as the nation's shoppers have seemingly slashed their spending on non-essential items. You see, we saw retail sales peak in November of 2022 when shoppers took advantage of the month's Black Friday and Cyber Monday discounts. Since then, however, total retail turnover has fallen by more than 700 million or 2%. Food sales are up by 0.8% since November, largely in line with the population growth, while discretionary goods sectors have all gone backwards. Sales of household goods are down by 6.9%, and items such as clothing, footwear, they're down by 6.7%, all while sales through department stores have softened by about 5.9%. Retail outlets in states are feeling the brunt of reduced spending. Sales are down by 1.7% in both Victoria and New South Wales since November alone. So if you're in town, ask your local shop owner or restaurateur how business is. It's highly likely their story will match up with this data, and it's now evident that our communities are feeling the pinch. So, although we're not convinced, our fingers are crossed that we've seen the last of the interest rate rises. Now to the property market. We're starting to see some interesting signs in the property market. Exactly what they all mean will become more evident over time. Generally, higher interest rates create an increase in median rent as demand on the rental market soars. That rapid rise in interest rates has become an even more rapid issue for some, and in particular, those rental providers who've been on a fixed rate and saved from the pain until now. Recent reports suggest an estimated 275,000 landlords could find it tough to refinance their fixed rate mortgages, with those who own multiple properties under pressure as lenders impose strict new borrowing criteria, including a minimum rental return. For some investors, rolling off a fixed rate this year, the rapid rise in interest rates has severely cut their borrowing capacity, while falling prices threaten to tip them into negative equity. This may force some investors to sell some of their properties if they are unable to switch to a cheaper loan. All of this while vacancy rates are at an all-time low and the demand on the rental market at an all-time high. If they choose to list and sell, they won't be alone. New listings for investor-owned residential properties have nearly doubled nationwide since December. Data from CoreLogic shows that over 5,000 investment properties were listed for sale in the past 3 months alone, lifting the nationwide tally to 10,542 properties. Investor-owned listings account for 28.9% of the new stock on the market, a 1.9% rise since December last year. There is growing sentiment at the moment that much of our property market is dependent on our investors' confidence to remain in the property game. So, when is the right time to enter or exit the property market? Well, it's the age-old question, isn't it? And there is no right time or wrong time in terms of the market. It's really up to you and your personal circumstances. That said, there is evidence to suggest that the market has hit the bottom of its cycle and will stabilise before it begins to grow again, meaning purchasing now before the next growth cycle will see buyers take advantage of the lowest purchasing rates in some time. And there are more good news for those looking to enter the market also. Several reports suggest that more buyers have been sitting and waiting to see what the market does before stepping in, using interest rates to their advantage, giving them much needed boost in their savings on their deposit. A report by Domain shows that the time it takes for a couple to save a 20% deposit to buy at an entry-level house has shrunk by 8 months nationwide since the interest rate started rising last May, as falling prices reduce the amount they need to stash away, and improving wages and higher interest rates on savings bolster their financial position. Getting into the market may be easier, but the portion of income needed to service their mortgage has blown out by 41%, a new record sparked by the consecutive rate rises. Those at risk of being impacted by the changing conditions are those looking to sell for lifestyle reasons. If you're thinking you might downsize or you're selling to move to a new location, there is a strong chance in the coming months as fixed rate periods end that properties may enter the market under financial stress. A financially stressed vendor is far more motivated to sell quickly than a lifestyle vendor, which can impact selling opportunities. So, if the plan in 2023 is to relocate or move, it could be worth considering a chat with some of our team sooner rather than later. In summary, there is a bit of cat and mouse happening at the moment. We've got buyers ready to go, trying to pick their moment, and we have vendors doing likewise. Couple this with the people moving out of their low fixed rates, well, we're in for an interesting 2023, that is for sure. Regardless of if you're the cat or the mouse, our team are happy to work with you to understand your unique situation and to find ways to create the best outcomes for you and your family this year. So guys, that's all for me from now. So until next time, stay safe, look for your opportunities, and if you need any assistance, do not hesitate to reach out and talk to us. We'll see you again soon.